Welcome back to Shady NY. I'm Marilyn, and I'm doing a jewelry antique auction haul today. My husband and I do part-time reselling. We sell on eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark. On eBay and Poshmark, our store and closet is called The Vintage Mouse. And on Etsy, it's The Vintage Mouse Finds, Find. You can also find us at mhl22@ymail.com. If you see anything that interests you today or anytime during our videos, definitely give us a comment or email us. This tray I bought at our local auction, and I actually purchased this one in person. I love Art Deco, so I wanted to be sure that it was real, even though I have to say that our local auction has a jewelry counter, and our jeweler is amazing. They also have a rule that they certify everything that they're putting out there, that if she puts it as Art Deco, it is Art Deco. If it says sterling, it is sterling. And you have 1 week to bring it back if you find that's not true. I've been going for over 6 years, and I haven't found one thing that she was incorrect in. What this is, this tray was one complete tray. I purchased it. It's Art Deco necklaces with cameo and some sterling. I bid $140 to get this lot. I know that seems like a lot. However, it's not at all. Art Deco is hot right now. Anything that's at that 100-year mark, which that's where we are, is 100 years from Art Deco. Anything that's at that 100-year antique mark is hot. Anytime that you hit a milestone, that's when it's the hottest it's going to be. So if something was, so we're in 2021, anything that was 1921 is at its peak until it gets 100 years later. What I'll show you is, I'm going to show you this first because it is damaged. It is dirty. But it's extremely damaged, sadly. Can you see? There you can. You can see it's separated right here. It's broke. You can see where it is completely away from the frame. That is a shame because this, look how, can you see the light through that? Is amazing. It has the swing. That is one beautiful piece. It has a dove on her shoulder. If anybody knows how to fix these, this would be amazing to recondition. I personally do not have a clue. You can see here where it scoops down. Maybe somebody can come in and cut it down a little bit here, but I'm not sure. I don't have the ability, but I just thought it was beautiful, and it was part of this lot, so it's in my possession now. If anybody is interested, definitely let me know. I'm going to start over here on our left. This piece is, of course, Art Deco. It is a camphor glass necklace on a paper chain necklace. It is signed up here. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Can you? Amazing. It says sterling, patent number, and the patent on this is, oh, now I'm pushing it, 1257158, right there. And what that is for is this clasp. It's a sterling clasp. It was filed for in June of 1917, and it was published in February of 1918. And look at that chain, paperclip chain. I hear people talk about paperclip chains all the time, but I always think of Art Deco or antique chains to be paperclip. They make them now, but definitely not the same. It's on a filigree little hang, and the camphor glass frame is also in sterling, and it says sterling right here, and it has an H with two side diamonds marks, and in the center is drilled for the little stone. And I love camphor glass. It is 1800s. And please, I'm not an expert. I just do a lot of research. I love antique, Art Deco, mid-century, anything that's old, I love. So I do a lot of research. But if anything I say, definitely correct me. I love learning, so I'm always open to being corrected. But camphor glass means it's been treated with hydrofluoric acid, and it gives it that frosted look. And then they go in there and facet it or put a starburst on the back. But that is beautiful. That blue is gorgeous. Right now, camphor glass is being reproduced, I should say, very heavily because Art Deco is so popular. But definitely when you can tell this has just got some serious age to it. You can tell by the sterling for one thing. Also, if you turn it over, you can see the age and the wear marks. And, you know, you can see that this is an old piece. So definitely when you're looking at your Art Deco or your older pieces, just be sure to examine them really closely. This right here is probably worth in the 170 to 230 range. So getting this whole tray for 140, I was very, very excited. Here is a small little paper clip chain with red bicone stationed beads and a roller clasp. The safety clasp or spring ring clasp was introduced in 1921, and obviously we're still using them today. This is, I haven't tested it yet, but it's not marked sterling, but nothing on this tray is magnetic at all. So that tells us that could be sterling, but I'll test it. But this is so tiny. It's 15 inches, the little necklace. The next piece is a carnelian. I think it might be real, but I have to test it. I wear a carnelian most of the time, so that kind of shows you this definitely is real. You know, it's probably real. It's sealed in the back, but it might be carnelian glass, because they also did a lot of gemstone glass back then, but this has that deep color, so it's a possibility. Whereas this is definitely glass, and you can see how you can kind of see through it. But then again, it's open in the bag. This one's closed in the bag. But this is beautiful. It still has the marcasites, and as you go up, it still has marcasites with the paperclip chain. Like I said, this one's not marked, but it does have that old-fashioned clasp. Beautiful. That one also is probably in the 150 to 200 range. So is this one. This is exquisite detail with the marcasites and the pressed metal. All the marcasites are here on this one. The detail of these are just beautiful. This one has marcasites here, and then it starts doing just pressed glass. So marcasites are all real here, and then it starts giving you just the impression that the marcasites go all the way up, but they're just pressed in. Now, this is a good example of a repair. This spring ring has been replaced, and you can tell because it's nice and shiny in comparison to the little tag right here that says NS. But you can tell how old and scratched that is in comparison to the shiny ring, even though that spring ring could have been put in, in the 50s. And there's the back of that one. So these three are briolet lariat necklaces. Each one of them are briolet glass faceted briolets. This one has bicone beads with the paper clip chain, and they're loose. And they wore these, they would tie them. That's why the beads are stationed here, and down here. That way they could tie them and they would stay and not go past the beads. But they could also wear these open and just hang. And they also wore them where their back of their dresses were open, and they would put this like a choker, and this would hang down their back, which was very popular in the 1920s. These generally sell in the $230 to $250 range. This one is beautiful. It's a little lighter blue with little faux pearls. This one also has the tiny paperclip chain, and this one is shorter, but still gorgeous. And the last one is a little different because it has the split chain where it goes through and comes back up with the faux moonstones. And these are lavender glass. Beautiful. And the chain changes up above to a flat chain. Stunning. The next one is quartz crystal glass faceted beads. This one is accented by little pearls, little seed pearls. Look at this clasp. Isn't that just stunning? This is probably older. It could be Edwardian. It has the hidden clasp, and it says sterling right here. I have to say I've never seen one with the pearls, but that is just so beautiful. And the last one I have is this one. And this is with the faceted round graduated beads with the bicone beads in between. And it is on a fishhook clasp. And it just fishes through and then clicks. Aren't those beautiful? So that is my Art Deco tray. I was very, very happy with it. So if you have any questions or would be interested in any of this, let me know. The next thing that I purchased, let me set that up and I'll be right back. I'm back with you. Here is the next thing that I bought at the auction the same night. This is a box purse and shoes set. I could not pass this up, but I purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Well, this is a 2-piece, so 6 pieces for $10. And I'll go through them one at a time, but it's 2 alligator purses, a pair of alligator shoes, an antique handmade belt and purse, and a little hairband. The hairband is just crazy. It says Sally's wedding, August 13th, 1937. Isn't that incredible? And it was in this little box with these little roses. You know that's handmade, wrapped. That is just precious. This little box. So I don't know who Sally was, but I'm sure she had a beautiful wedding. It came in this little box. And it says, once again, August 13th, 1937, Sally's wedding. The next thing that was in there is Kinney Shoes, the Great American Shoe Store. It's rusted, but it's cool. Somebody, a shoehorn, had it for $10. That's what I paid for everything. And here is a pair of Hahn alligator shoes. The Washington Baltimore Hahn, H-A-H-N. And these are in amazing condition. I mean, they need to be resoled and retapped, but these alligator leather is still in excellent condition. It does need conditioning. I'm sure it hasn't seen condition in quite a while. It says Carlton Exclusives. Carlton was a shoe company in Baltimore that I did look up. But the tips and everything, this great condition. Beautiful shoes. I believe it is I have to measure, but I believe these are a size 7. And this is the handmade purse and belt. Here is the clasp. And the purse. Just a pocket. Lined with a snap. I just thought that was a beautiful. Somebody made that by hand. Beautiful. And these were really popular in Victorian, the late 1800s to, once again, Art Deco. This old alligator purse as is, and the reason it's as is, on the edges, it is pretty beat up. But look at that alligator. Is that crazy? That is just amazing. It doesn't have the strap, but check this out. Still has the coin purse. Sorry, didn't mean to keep knocking the camera. And the little mirror needs to be cleaned. That is so incredibly soft inside. That is beautiful. It's alligator skin, front and back. Here's a bad spot right here. But I believe these are called horns. Isn't that amazing? And here is the last one. Isn't that beautiful? This is in pretty good condition. Just needs to be conditioned. Still has the strap. Open it up. Has a zipper, has a pocket. What's this? Obviously I haven't gone through this one. Oh, another mirror. And it says Vassar. I'll have to look that up. Very cool. But for $10, I don't think I did too bad on this one. So thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you spending a little bit of your day. If you have any questions, definitely be sure to comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like more content like this. And be sure to subscribe. Have a good one. Talk to you soon. Bye.